For decades, you played, but owned nothing. Now you build, you earn, you rule.
What if I told you the way you game is fundamentally broken and a revolution is already underway? Forget paying for skins and battle passes. Imagine actually earning real value, owning your in-game assets, and shaping the future of gaming. This isn't some futuristic fantasy. It's Web3 gaming, and it's here to completely disrupt everything you thought you knew about digital entertainment. For decades, traditional gaming has operated on a simple but flawed premise. You pay to play, you grind for hours, and everything you earn, your rare sword, your legendary skin, your hard-earned character, belongs not to you, but to the game developer. It's a rented experience. If the servers shut down, your progress vanishes. If the company bans you or changes the rules overnight, your investment evaporates. Millions of players have poured thousands of hours and real money into virtual worlds they don't truly own. And that's starting to feel deeply unfair. That frustration is fueling a player-led revolution. In Web3 gaming, powered by blockchain technology, your in-game items are represented as NFTs, non-fungible tokens that you truly own. You can buy, sell, trade, or even use them across compatible games. Your time and effort translate into real, transferable value. This isn't just cosmetic, it's a philosophical shift. Gamers are no longer just consumers. They're stakeholders, co-creators, and even micro-entrepreneurs within the ecosystems they help build. The proof of concept exploded onto the global stage with Axie Infinity. During the pandemic, thousands of players in the Philippines and beyond began earning real income, sometimes more than local minimum wages, by breeding, battling, and trading Axies. At its peak, Axie generated over $1 billion in monthly transaction volume, demonstrating that play-to-earn wasn't just a gimmick. It was a viable economic model that empowered players as participants in a living digital economy. Yes, the market cooled and challenges emerged, but the core idea stuck. Gaming could be more than entertainment. It could be a livelihood, an investment, and a form of digital property. This shift isn't about replacing fun with finance. It's about fairness, autonomy, and aligning incentives between developers and players. Why should corporations capture 100% of the value created by a passionate community? Web3 flips the script by returning ownership to the people who actually bring these virtual worlds to life, the players themselves. In the next part of this series, we'll dive into how Web3 games are evolving beyond early P2E models into sustainable, fun-first ecosystems where earning and enjoyment coexist. If you're ready to understand the future of gaming and how to position yourself in this trillion-dollar opportunity, stay tuned. And if you believe the next generation of gamers should own their digital destiny, hit subscribe. The player revolution has already begun.
What if the games you play didn't just take your time and money, but actually rewarded you as a co-creator? What if you had real influence over game updates, economies, and even profit sharing? That's the promise of Web3 gaming. Not just play to earn, but play to own, play to govern, and play to build. Traditional games trap value inside walled gardens. You spend, you grind, but the developer captures all the upside. Web3 flips this through tokenomics and NFTs. In-game assets become verifiably yours, tradable, rentable, or usable across ecosystems. But it goes further. Many Web3 games issue governance tokens that represent real economic stakes. Players can earn tokens through gameplay, then use them to vote on new features, balance changes, or revenue allocation. Suddenly, you're not just a user, you're a shareholder in the game's success. Even more revolutionary is the rise of DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. Instead of decisions being made behind closed doors by faceless execs, the community collectively steers the game's direction. Want a new map? Propose it. Think the token economy is inflationary? Vote to rebalance it. This shifts power from publishers to players, aligning incentives so the game thrives only if its community thrives. Funding models are transforming too. Instead of begging publishers for budgets or risking millions on unproven AAA studios, indie creators can now launch games through decentralized crowdfunding. Players invest early by buying NFTs or tokens, funding development while securing a stake in the future economy. It's Kickstarter meets ownership. Backers become evangelists, testers, and co owners from day one. This isn't just a new genre, it's a new paradigm, one where players are valued as partners, not products, where creativity is rewarded, not extracted, and where the line between playing and building blurs into something entirely new. If you're excited by the future of gaming, AI, and digital ownership, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 100x Wealth. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos on innovation, AI, and the Web3 revolution. Your next game might not just entertain you, it might pay you, empower you, and belong to you.
What if your gaming hobby could pay your bills? Or at least your internet bill? It's not just hype. In Web3 gaming, real earning mechanics are already live, and they go far beyond play to win. The secret lies in understanding how value is created, captured, and shared inside these digital economies. At the core are utility NFTs, digital items that aren't just cosmetic, but functional. Think of a sword that boosts your damage, land that generates resources, or a spaceship that enables interstellar trade. Unlike traditional skins locked in a game, these assets live on the blockchain. You truly own them. You can sell them on open markets, rent them out, or use them across compatible games. Their value comes from real utility, not just rarity. But earning doesn't stop when you log off. Many Web3 games integrate DeFi mechanics like staking and liquidity pools. Players can stake their in-game tokens to earn yield, provide liquidity to in-game marketplaces for trading fees, or participate in farming cycles where active gameplay generates tokens that compound over time. This creates passive income streams, even while you sleep. Still, the biggest barrier to entry has been upfront cost, buying your first NFTs to start playing. That's where gaming guilds and scholarship programs shine. Organizations like Yield Guild Games or Merit Circle lend in-game assets to new players in exchange for a revenue split. Suddenly, anyone with skill, but no capital, can join the economy, earn income, and even build a career. It's financial inclusion through gaming. This isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about sustainable digital economies where effort, strategy, and participation are rewarded with real, transferable value. If you found this breakdown valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 100x Wealth. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos on AI, Web3 innovation, and the future of digital ownership. The game has changed, and you're invited to play.
What if the future of gaming is already here, but built on shaky ground? Web3 gaming promises ownership, income, and community power, but without solving its core challenges, even the most exciting projects risk collapsing under their own weight. The truth is, sustainability, not just speculation, is what will determine who survives the next bull run. One of the biggest threats? Volatility and outright scams like rug pulls, where developers vanish with investors' funds. Too many early P2E games launched with flashy promises, but zero transparency, leaving players with worthless tokens overnight. The solution lies in robust smart contract audits by trusted firms, open source code, and, most importantly, community-led vetting. Projects that thrive long-term are those that prioritize security over hype and build trust through consistent, honest communication. Then there's the tech bottleneck. Blockchain networks like Ethereum were never designed for millions of in-game transactions. High gas fees and slow speeds made microtransactions impractical. Imagine paying $5 to sell a $2 sword. But the landscape is evolving fast. Layer 2 solutions like Immutable X, Polygon, and Arbitrum now enable near-instant, near-zero-cost transactions while inheriting Ethereum's security. These roll-ups are the invisible infrastructure making Web3 gaming actually playable and scalable for mainstream audiences. Perhaps the most complex hurdle is regulation. Governments worldwide are scrambling to define what digital assets, NFTs, and in-game tokens actually are: securities, commodities, collectibles, or something entirely new. This uncertainty creates real risk for developers. Launch too early, and you might violate securities law. Move too slow, and you lose market share. Forward-thinking studios are proactively designing compliant tokenomics, avoiding promises of guaranteed returns, and working with legal experts to structure fair, transparent economies. The goal isn't to evade regulation, but to shape it responsibly. None of this means Web3 gaming is doomed. Quite the opposite. These growing pains are signs of a maturing ecosystem. The projects that acknowledge these challenges and build with security, scalability, and compliance in mind are the ones that will define gaming's next decade. If you're serious about understanding the real future, not just the hype, of Web3, AI, and digital innovation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 100x Wealth. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos breaking down the tech, economics, and strategies shaping tomorrow's opportunities. The revolution won't be perfect, but it will be built by those who prepare for reality, not just dreams.
What if your favorite game wasn't just a place to play, but a living economy you truly belong to? What if the sword you earned in one world could be used in another, or the avatar you customized became your identity across the entire digital universe? That's the vision of play to own, and it's rapidly moving from fringe experiment to mainstream reality. Major shifts are already underway. AAA studios and iconic franchises, once skeptical, are now quietly exploring Web3. Companies like Ubisoft, Square Enix, and even sports leagues like the NBA are experimenting with NFTs and tokenized assets. Why? Because players are demanding ownership, and the economics are too compelling to ignore. When fans can truly own a piece of a beloved IP, whether it's a rare item from Assassin's Creed or a digital collectible from Final Fantasy, they become far more invested, both emotionally and financially. But the real breakthrough lies in interoperability. Imagine equipping a helmet earned in a fantasy RPG as your avatar's gear in a sci-fi shooter, or using land from one metaverse as collateral in another game's economy. This isn't sci-fi. It's being built now through standards like ERC, 6551, and cross-chain protocols. Your digital identity and assets could soon follow you everywhere, creating continuity across games, social spaces, and virtual worlds. In the long run, the most successful Web3 games won't just be apps. They'll be self-sustaining digital nations. With their own currencies, governance systems, trade networks, and cultures, they'll operate like microeconomies where creators, players, and investors all thrive together. And you won't just log in to escape reality. You'll log in to build a second life with real stakes, real value, and real ownership. If you're excited by this future, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 100x Wealth. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos on AI, Web3 innovation, and the next wave of digital ownership. The game is changing, and you're not just a player anymore. You're a citizen.